Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Greg Jones with Engine Builder. We are at Sick Michigan Miles. Today I'm joined by Kevin Partin. And this right here between us is his twin turbo 427 cubic inch LS. And it's our engine of the week.
Engine Builder's Engine of the Week is sponsored by Pengrade 1 and L-Ring DOS Original.
Kevin, nice to meet you.
You too, brother.
Thanks for giving us a little bit of time here today.
No problem.
You know, we actually parked just a few spots down from your Nova here and wanted to know a little bit more about it, and saw you out on the track as well.
Yeah.
You got an awesome brand new twin turbo LS in it.
Yeah.
Before we get into details of that, tell us a little bit of the history of the car, though.
Well, we, my brother and I, we drugged a car out of a barn 25 years ago in pieces.
Wow.
And it took me about 12 months for the original build when I did. This paint's 25 years old. I painted this in my shop 25 years
Wow,
ago.
it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's held up pretty good. So
Wow.
that was, you know, back then it had just a simple small block turbo 350, nothing glamorous. And then it's kind of morphed
Sure.
into this.
As things do, right?
Yeah.
Very cool. And you were saying it's a 67?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good. Very good.
It's a factory 283 Power Glide car, and it's a good car. So,
Awesome. So Kevin, you're telling me that you put this engine together here, but prior you guys were at Sick Week earlier this year, and
yeah, we
hurt the motor you had in it before this.
Yeah, we hurt is an understatement.
Yeah.
We had a dome pressure sensor issue, and when I tipped into the throttle, it made all the boost, and it broke all 8 connecting rods at the same time, pushed everything out the bottom of the block. So we were done.
Yeah.
You know, and that was an LSX block, a good crank. It had K1 rods, Weisco pistons. It still has the same LS3 heads on it. But,
Okay.
so yeah, I had to source a new LSX block, and it's got a Cali's crank and Cali's ultra rods and diamond pistons, and
Very good.
it's all ARP hardware, nothing fancy there. Believe it or not, it's got a simple, dumb Summit Racing hydraulic roller cam and Johnson tie bar lifters. But yeah, it's a pretty simple combination. You know, there's nothing real fancy about it. But
Very good. And remind me, how many cubic inches was the prior motor?
377.
Okay, and now you're up to the 427.
427.
Yep, so you're saying you got to replace it. You might as well go.
Yeah, I might as well. If I got to buy a crank, I might as well buy the 4-inch stroke.
Yeah.
So I did.
Yeah. Very good.
And it seemed I was a little worried I'd run out of turbo but it seemed fine. We're not out of turbo. And,
Yeah.
it's Holley EFI. It's got a Terminator X. It's got a Power Glide with a gear vendor. It's actually got a Ford 8.8 rear axle with a 350 gear. We usually run on some sort of 275 drag radial.
Yeah. Very nice. You mentioned the Summit cam. Are you willing to give us some cam specs in terms of what you got in there?
I don't even know.
Yeah, you don't know?
I don't even commit that stuff to memory anymore. You know,
Yeah.
the camshafts really isn't the magic to these motors. You know, it's all the boost. You know, the more boost you can throw at them. You might see 50 horsepower or something from a different camshaft, but that's 2 pounds of boost. You know, you just turn the boost up. So.
Fair enough. Yeah. So Kevin, let's talk about the twin turbos here. What are you guys running?
These are off-the-shelf Borg Warner. What are they? SXE 369, the billet wheel.
Okay.
Again, keep it simple, stupid. Nothing special. You know, they just work and they hold up well. You know, so.
Very good. All right. And then how much boost are you running out there on the track?
Today we're right around 20 to 21 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
So pretty healthy, but still got some room if you needed it.
Yeah, it's got some headroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Right now we've got the 60-foot real soft because we're questioning whether any of these tracks are going to have decent prep. And then we got really scared yesterday when we went up to make our first test hit and let go of the brake, and it just knocked the tires off. And this car never knocks the tires off. So, we took even a little bit more power out of it to get it down the track, and now we're starting to creep back up. But it's tough to do when you're only going to make 2 or 3 passes a day to you don't want to take a big swing. You know, we don't. So
Yeah.
we didn't go quite as fast as we wanted to today. Kind of wanted to turn in something in a high 530,
Okay.
but we turned in a 544.
Yeah.
So. We're good.
Yeah, pretty good start.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
bad.
Very good. And Kevin, what class are you guys running in?
This event doesn't really have separate classes.
Okay.
You know, they group the cars by run group, by ET. Like we're a B class, so we can go as fast as 535.
Okay.
I do know there's a handful of A-class cars here that can go a lot faster. I'm assuming they go in the 450 range.
Yeah.
So
Very
there's, I don't know, there's 10 or 15 B-class cars here. So we'll all be battling for a high 530 average, I hope. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good. All right. And then I believe you mentioned you guys are running on C16 fuel.
Yeah, when we race, we run it on C16.
Very good.
As you watched, today we pumped it all out because it's not contaminated with any pump gas. But tomorrow morning, we'll pump out the pump gas, pour a fresh 5 gallons of C16 in, and run.
Yeah.
And then we'll just leave that C16 right in and pour pump gas in on top of it. And
Okay.
so, yeah, we go through a can of C16, at least a can a day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And then, you know, to use that C16, what kind of compression are you guys running in the
Oh,
end?
this is only 9.8 to 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not too bad.
No.
Very
But
good.
we could probably turn the width up to 35, 37 pounds of boost.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of headroom.
I don't know that I got too much else for you, so let me know if there's just anything else about the LS or anything else about the car that we might be leaving out.
Nothing that I can think of.
All right. Awesome. Well, Kevin, we appreciate the time.
Thanks.
We wish you good luck this week.
All right, thank
All
you.
right.
We need it.
Yeah. Guys, that's been this episode of Engine of the Week. Make sure you guys are checking out enginebuildermag.com for more awesome engine content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video. Hey, while I've got you guys here, I wanted to tell you about Find a Builder. It's a new microsite on enginebuildermag.com that's great for both engine shops and for potential customers looking to get engine work done. If you're an engine builder, this site is a place where you guys can list your shop and what you guys do to potential customers through enginebuildermag.com. It's an easy subscription-based microsite that'll let you guys connect to a new audience. And if you're a potential customer looking to get engine work done, this is a source to help you guys find a shop that's in your area or one that specializes in the type of engine work that you're trying to get done. Make sure you guys are checking out Find a Builder on enginebuildermag.com. Thanks.